In this next article from the Times of Israel, Iranian Revolutionary Guards commanders, typo, they put an S there. Oops. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard commander reportedly killed in a drone strike. Israeli security forces and local militia sources say Muslim Shadan and 3 others died when their vehicle carrying weapons was hit just inside Syria after crossing from Iraq. If you haven't been following, yesterday on the show, we ran a story about how the deep state is trying to undo Donald Trump's Middle East peace deal. They assassinated a Iranian nuclear physicist, and they said Iran said it was Israel that did it, and then the Israelis said no, it was not us that did it. And then some deep state CIA officials went to the New York Fake All the Times, and they told them no, it was the Israelis. Like, oh yeah, right. So somebody just did something to sabotage Trump's Middle East peace plan, and then it's the Israelis, right? But the Israelis deny it, and the people who are saying it is deep state. Dude, if you see intelligence officials, anonymous intelligence officials reporting to the New York Times something that another government is denying, that's called a dual state. Dual state is not suspicious. Their dual states exist all around the world. Deep states exist it's the corrupt cronies that work for the government that they got like inside connections with their friends and family. It's the same thing in every country. We are not unique to corruption. Like we're not immune to it at all. We don't have any sort of special magical powers that like make corruption all of a sudden go away. It's called part of humanity. It's just something that is innate with rich people, and with people, there's corruption. Deep state in the United States, it refers to the fact that most federal employees live in and around the Washington, D.C. area. Most of these employees live in the Washington, D.C. area. They're from there, and they have friends and family who work there. These friends and family give referrals to other friends and family, and they create a corrupt crony network. These people, since they work for the federal government, are anti-racist. It's institutionalized anti-racism there. They hate racist people. Why? Because they fire them at work. You want to move up in the federal government, you have to be anti-racist and feminist, because it's institutionalized feminism and anti-racism there. Because of this, they hate Donald Trump, because Trump said, grammar mind the pussy, and build the wall. And Mexico is not sending us their finest people. And because of this, they think he's a racist, sexist, xenophobe. And what do anti-racist feminists do to racist, sexist xenophobes? Attack! Got Xena, social justice warrior, up there going, get them, boys! And all of the beta male attack dogs get sicked on the imaginary misogynistic pig boogeyman. The imp pig boogeyman who is oppressing the women. They lock the women up. They rape them. They beat them. They won't let them go outside, won't let them have friends, won't let them work, won't let them go to school, won't let them vote. And they put burqas over their heads because it's an evil patriarchy of privileged white racist males. And they have white privilege from that white privilege factory downtown, where they're giving out free white privilege to all these white males, but they won't share any with the minorities or the women. No, seriously, man. I actually own a white privilege factory. No, seriously, man. You guys want some free white privilege? You a white male? Yo, bro, I'm giving out free white privilege to all of the white males. Oh, you're a minority? Oh, nope. No free white privilege. Money, pay up. Ass, cash, or grass. Nobody rides for free, bro. Oh, you didn't even know that, huh? It just so happens I actually own a complex of white privilege factories. They've got a factory line, and it actually goes like this. It's like white privilege, white privilege. See, just like clockwork, free white privilege for all of the privileged white males. None for you because you're black. Oh, no, you're a gay, lesbian, trans woman. Nope, no white privilege for you. A senior commander in Iran's Revolutionary Guard was killed in an apparent drone strike along the Syrian-Iraq border. According to widely circulated reports in Arabic language media Monday, Iraqi security forces told Base Al Arabiya News that a drone killed Muslim Sadan, a senior commander in the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, and his target struck his car. Maybe it is guards. I've always heard it was National Revolutionary Guard. It doesn't make sense. It's not. Other sources in Iraq, Iraqi security services told Lebanese-based Al-Habdath that 3 of his companions perished with him. The report did not say who was behind the strike, which reportedly happened earlier Sunday or late Saturday. It's deep state. It's the latest in rapid escalations in military actions over the past few weeks. There have been seen a top Iranian nuclear physicist assassinated, and unconfirmed reports of airstrikes that have killed pro-Iranian fighters or Iranian troops in Syria. The attacks have been attributed to Israel by anonymous CIA agents reporting to the New York Fake All the Times. 2 Iraqi security officials separately said that Sadan's vehicle was carrying weapons and was hit shortly after it crossed the border from Iraq into Syria, Reuters reported. Israel and the U.S. have accused Iran and its proxies of attempting to smuggle weapons via Iraq to Syria and Lebanon to be used against the Jewish state. On Sunday, IDF Chief Avid Ka'avi said that Israel would not let up its campaign aimed at keeping Iran-backed fighters from gaining foothold in Syria. Campaign has included thousands of airstrikes on targets linked to Iran and alleged weapons convoys, according to reports and accounts from officials speaking anonymously. However, alleged Israeli strikes on the Syria-Iraq border regions are more rare. Last week, Iran warned that it would bring an end to what is called Israelis' practice of hit-and-run strikes in Syria. Tehran made the threats following a major Israeli assault in response to what Jerusalem said was a failed Iranian explosive attack on the Golan Heights. Sadan's report assassination comes days after the killing of the prominent Iranian nuclear physicist Mohsen Fakhrizadeh in an ambush on his convoy outside Tehran on Friday. Israel has been widely reported to be the perpetrator of the targeted killing, although Jerusalem has stayed mum on the issue. The only people who aren't mum on it are the deep state intelligence officials who are giving the anonymous report to the New York Fake All the Times. Like, okay. All right. So the analysis, you got to watch the other video for the analysis. I can't go over it because, I don't have all that information up, but it is on the video from yesterday. If you want to look through the RSS commentary YouTube channel videos for, it says, you could just look for RSS commentary space deep state. And then it's deep state sabotages Trump Middle East peace deal. because the analysis from all of the other news organizations that I covered, was that they did it to start a conflict there. It wasn't that the nuclear physicist was doing dangerous things, even though the guy did have a military escort. So it's like he's saying, oh, no, I'm just making a COVID cure. And then he's got some military escort. Okay, I don't buy that. But you can't trust anything from any of these people. They just rigged our elections. I mean, for God's sakes. People who rig your elections are absolutely not trustworthy for any sort of information at all. Fakhrizadeh's death has put Israel and Jewish institutions around the world on high alert as Iran has publicly vowed to revenge and repeatedly claimed Israel stands behind the assassination. On January, a U.S. drone strike killed the senior Revolutionary Guards commander Qassam Salami. Iran responded by firing missiles at the U.S. base in Iraq that caused dozens of injuries. So Trump did look into doing some strikes on Iran, but he said, no, we're not going to do the drone strikes on Iran because it would sabotage the Middle East peace deal. So that's why they didn't do it. And then next thing you know, they kill Fakhrizadeh, and Israel saying, no, we didn't do it. And then Deep State comes up to New York Fake All the Times and say, yeah, it was Israel. Like, okay, right. And then you just rigged our elections. We don't buy any of this, dude. We've seen this before. We've seen this before. I'm not an idiot. I know buildings don't collapse at free fall speed. I'm an engineer. I read the 9/11 Commission report on the collapse model. No, I'm not buying the collapse model. They said a diesel generator exploded in the World Trade Center, and that caused the building to implode and fall at free fall speed. And that this same explosion happened in both towers, and that Building 7 then it imploded and fell at free fall speed. Buildings don't fall at free fall speed. Why? Because it's as if I have this, and then I dropped something on it, and then this thing smashed at free fall speed. No, it's a rigid thing. This is like the steel girders in the World Trade Center. In order for the diesel fuel to put enough pressure to make it fall at free fall speed, it would have to push it up. It would have to explode. It would push up, and then everything would crumble at the same time. It would go boom and then go back down. How much diesel fuel does it take to make the World Trade Center jump up in the air and then fall down at free fall speed? It's not possible. It's not. Absolutely not. Is that possible? Because they built the Trade Center specifically so that it could withstand hits from airplanes. They did. It was built to withstand impacts from bombers flying into it. But what was it? It was a power move. They showed you that they have the power to even take down the biggest buildings in our society. And that's because it's the deep state that was the same people who were involved in the freeway Rick Ross, pumping the crack into the ghettos. Same people that overthrew the Shah of Iran. Same people that did all of the dirty stuff in South America, that were flying the CIA planes loaded up with cocaine up into America. It's the same people. They're Nazis. They're National Socialists. They never lost power. They work with the Chinese Nazi Party. You think they're communists? They're lying to you. They're hybrid communist capitalist. That's National Socialism, dude. That's what National Socialism is. National Socialism isn't just fascism. It's an alternative to communism where you can have private property, but the government still owns everything. They can come in and take your stuff if they want to use it for a war effort or if they don't like what you're doing. You have the business in your name right now, but they could take it anytime they want. That's same thing in China. China has hundreds of millions of impoverished Chinese out in the countryside, and they have filthy, stinking rich Chinese in the city. Communism is supposed to be a flat social hierarchy. Everybody's supposed to share equally. They have millions of Uyghur Muslims and other denominations of Muslims in concentration camps, using them for slave labor. They also have a dictator who looks almost just like Winnie the Pooh. And This guy has such thin skin, this Xi Jinping guy, because he knows he looks like Winnie the Pooh, right? So look at this. Look. Look. Look, see Winnie the Pooh? Xi Jinping? Look. Look. You got the belly. You got the cheeks. The nose. The smile. Look, it's Winnie the Pooh. And it's Tigger. Look. Look, it's Tigger. It's Tigger. This guy, Xi Jinping, the dictator of Nazi China, he's got such thin skin, they banned Winnie the Pooh from China because people were insulting Zinnie the Pooh for looking like Winnie the Pooh. And if you want to look back in the RSS commentary archives, we've got a bunch of cool shows like riot videos from this last summer where I covered riots all summer long. Got all kinds of stuff with the green screen, all these cool thumbnails. Oh, this is fine. White privilege. And then you'll see these little Winnie the Pooh hidden up in the videos. Winnie the Pooh. Huh? It's because I'm trolling. I'm trolling Xi Jinping. It's a troll. Look at it. I love this video so much. This one's so you should subscribe to RSS commentary on YouTube. You can go back and look at all, or you can go to rsscommentary.com. You can find. Look at this one. This was one of the last green screen episodes. There's more green screen to come. Don't worry, I'm not giving up on this. Hunter Biden, look at the crack pipe. There is a Rickroll in this one if you want to Rickroll your friends. It's a hardcore Rickroll. I'm sorry to give it away, but you won't go look for the video if I don't tell you. It's the one with the Hillary Clinton. One of the best Rickrolls I've ever done in my ever seen in my life, bar none. Oh. That's today's episode. This is one of my favorite ones. I know you'd almost think I got some like inside connections with George Soros funding these riots so I can get these cool thumbnails, man. But no connection to Soros. Epic thumbnails. I mean, this is so funny. This is one of the only videos I've ever gotten dislikes on. I guess they hated the Hood Democrats destroyed white-owned business George Floyd race riots. They hated that. I've only gotten dislikes on that video. That's why I keep telling people dislike my video if you don't like it. These Antifa Nazis stabbed this black guy because he's a conservative journalist and he reps the Confederate flag because it's Southern heritage. It's not necessarily racist. Sorry. Can't go too fast. With that, I'm going to say adieu. Thank you for watching RSS commentary on Monday, November 30th, which is now Tuesday, December 1st. It's been a 5-hour, 21-minute long live stream. And thank you very much for tuning in. And as I say every time, thanks for watching. Goodbye, farewell, sayonara, aloha, and Godspeed in your journeys, friend.